It's Friday, May 8th, another beautiful day for some baseball. In this video, we're going to be breaking down the best 8 player props on that entire slate. I'm also going to be telling you exactly who is going to send one out of the park on Friday. Then we're going to switch gears, go over to the sports books where I'm going to tell you exactly who's going to win, who's going to lose, the unders, the overs, all of that right here in this video. So if that sounds good to you, let's go.
Sub to the channel, we drop picks on the daily, dropping knowledge every day, and you don't have to pay me, we just keep stacking wins while the rest moving lazy.
And before we get rocking and rolling and going over all the free plays we have in store for you for Friday, go on ahead and smash that like button. 150 likes on this video, and one of you that's watching, if you like and comment below if and when that sportsbook play of the day cashes, one of you will get $100 sent straight from me right to you just for being here. And go on ahead and subscribe so you can be here day in and day out, because we do these every single day, handing out banger after banger. We cashed this, what ended up being a 3-man here on Thursday, $250 to $812 over there on Prizepicks. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss a free play drop. But the single most important thing that you can do for yourself to build your bankroll, to get more free plays, to lock in these free plays for free, go on down below. Visit my buddy Stan in the description. He's got ways for you to do all of that right here. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. Simply starting from the top, going on down. If you go over to that big, beautiful golden W right there, it's called Winnable. I drop all my free plays there, bonus free plays, cheat sheets, a free Discord community as well. All of it for absolutely free. There's premium options that you can also get for simply signing up down below for any of these apps. If you have them all, can't sign up, you can get 50% off for Mother's Day weekend with code MOTHERS. I think you know how to spell that, but if you don't, MOTHERS. You'll get 50% off of the weekend. We also have a extremely great matchup there in the UFC. We got Strickland going up against Shimaev, and just an absolute great fight card on that one. You're going to be dropping some UFC plays for that event. And then, as always, our MLB and NBA playoffs, NHL playoffs, everything all in one over there in premium and the free plan. So get on over to Winnable. Now, if you do want a free 30 days of premium plus some coin to add to your bankroll here, I highly recommend Polymarket. The lines are just simply better than any other app. FanDuel and DraftKings, it'll be minus 130, it'll be minus 110 or better. Over on Polymarket, there's a million people waiting to get on to this app. You can skip that whole entire line, get a free 30 days, a free $20 when you deposit $20, all with code FFAPE. It's legal in all 50 states, so make sure you're taking advantage of it. No matter where you live, you can use Polymarket. Now, the ones for the player props that I recommend the most, bar none, the best promo on the market right now, Sleeper. Use code FFAPE, you get a free $20, a $100 deposit match, a free square to add to your play. You'll make a 4-man, a 5-man, and that 5th square absolutely free. It'll be something like Aaron Judge, under 99.5 total bases to add to that play, boost your payout as well. And they just have better payouts than most of the other competition there. And Better is a great option as well with code FF8, because you get a $200 no sweat entry. So you can lock in, say, our 3-man in the home run department, something that's super risky, but pays super well. And if you lose, you get all your money back. So take advantage of Better as well. They have better lines than just about all of them. I think they might even be a little bit better than Sleeper as far as the payouts are concerned. So get on over there with code FF8. Any one of these apps, though, does get you that free 30 days of premium. So go on ahead, take advantage of that. Take a screenshot of you depositing using that code and send it to the number down below so you can lock in with us for 30 days in premium for absolutely free. Now, before we really start kickstarting the video, we are the most strike channel on YouTube. I don't know why. I don't know what I've done in the past, but they are after us, and we have to go on ahead and get this out of the way. Gambling involves significant risk. There's no guarantees of profit. You can lose some or all your money. The content in this video is for informational, educational, entertainment purposes only. It does not constitute financial or legal advice. Past performance is not indicative of future results. We are not responsible for any losses that may occur as a result of using the information provided here. Viewers must be 18 or older or legal age in other jurisdiction to gamble. If you have a gambling problem, please seek help. Responsible gambling resources are down below, to include 1-800-GAMBLER in the United States. This video does contain affiliate links. We may receive a commission made for signups through those links. We do. and it's a great way to support the channel, get some free coin in your bankroll, and on top of all of that, that free 30 days of premium plays. And now just a quick little recap of what we did on Thursday. We did cash this 3-man. It was supposed to be a 4-man, but Stowers didn't go, but Alonso cashed us later on in the game. Nick Kurtz, phenomenal day. And yesterday's video was a homage to Shea Langoliers, and it paid off beautifully. We had him for a home run. He hit a home run. He dominated this 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. I told you guys, Papa Daddy Shea Langoliers was going to have a day coming back from paternity leave, and he did so in big fashion. So congratulations to everybody that tailed. Now, we also dropped this 4-man in the total base department. And if you've been here, you know Ann Happ is an absolute terrorist. He's always coming after us and just redding out our slips. Other than that, absolutely amazing performance from everybody else on this slip. We'll get one. I just started doing these total bases for you guys because had some people asking for it. We can do anything in the MLB. I do prefer the hits, runs, and RBIs. I do think I know so. It's the best prop in the entire market for baseball, and the proof is in the pudding. We've hit 50x plays, 25x plays, 40x plays, 30x plays, 17x plays, 8x plays. So I know for a fact hits, runs, and RBIs are better, but I'll dabble in some total bases for you guys. We have a play coming up at the end of the video for an 8x payout. We have two 5x's, no, a 5x, an 8x, and 8x, and then our home run play. And on top of that, the sportsbook play. So make sure you're paying attention right here in this video. Now, this was the free play we handed out yesterday for you guys over on the sportsbooks, and the Athletics did this by themselves. We like the Athletics in this game. I wish I took the Athletics on the money line at that plus money. Didn't have the cojones to do it, but we did like them a lot in this battle. Now, obviously, we like the total more. That's why we took it, and it cashed easy buckets there for everybody that tailed along from yesterday's video. And we did like the Nationals to win the game against the Twins. I believe they did that in a big fashion as well. But again, the cojones weren't there, and we took the easier route with the Nationals plus 1.5, cashing us out there on that slip as well. And then I told you guys in yesterday's video, we're cold right now in player props. We, as far as the big plays go, we just simply can't hit a 25x again. We did it earlier in the week, and we hit a 50x, a 52x, whatever it was. I think it was a 52x, a couple 30x's, and those 7 and 8x's were flowing in just about every single day. And now since Monday, we haven't hit a big play. And I want all the new people in premium to go ahead and make some coin here while they're here. So what I did was started knocking these down for you guys just a little bit, taking the 2-mans, increasing the unit size on those 2-mans, and they did cash on Thursday. We had Shea Langoliers. He was literally my favorite play on the entire day that I gave you guys for absolutely free, and we paired him up with Wilson Contreras, who I was worried about. I like the Tampa Bay Rays in this game. Another game that I had the underdog winning. We like the Rays. Again, the cojones. I'm going to go ahead and drop my cojones all over the sportsbook on Friday, but we didn't have the cojones to take the Rays money line. We should have. I did like them, but I did like Wilson Contreras' data in this game. He made us sweat it out until the later innings, but he did come through for us, cashing this nice little money doubler here, plus 111. And then we had this one, minus 128, Adalis Garcia, who made us, again, sweat till the end. And then Pete Alonso with a great game. I believe this is the game where he almost had that home run and it bounced off the wall. They're starting to blur, guys. But we had a phenomenal Thursday here for you guys with the lighter crowd. We will be hitting a big play this weekend. I can feel it. We're owning in, and we went like 5 for 6 and 6 for 8 on a lot of our big plays today, and we're kicking on the door, and we're about to knock it down this weekend. So make sure you're getting in there using code MOTHERS so you can grab that for 50%. Actually, you know what? I think I made it 80% off for the weekend pass. It was 80% off for the weekend pass with code MOTHERS over there in premium on Winnable. So that's what we did on Thursday. Let's get into what we like on Friday. A lot of good data that I'm seeing, a lot of good vibes. Let's talk about it. Let's get into it. In a matchup where I am leaning the underdog, I do think the Angels have a big opportunity in this game to win. Now, Cease on the mound for the Blue Jays is a problem. He's 1-0 on the year, or 2-1 on the year with a 3.05 ERA, 1-0 against those Los Angeles Angels. But I do think that the Angels are the hotter team right now. I do think the Blue Jays are vastly underperforming to start the year. And we do like Zach Neto in this spot. Plus money on this play as well. If you wanted to lock it in straight, would not be mad at you. 56% head-to-head. He's only done this in 4 of his last 10 games, but the last 2 were back-to-back to just kind of end that series there against the White Sox, where the Angels ended up winning both of those games. They have some good bats on their shoulders, and Neto's got some very good data against Cease. He's got a .429 batting average in 8 plate appearances, 3 hits, 2 of which were home runs, 3 RBIs as well. Now, we do know that Neto struggles a little bit against those righties this year, .212 batting average in 131 plate appearances, but Cease, he's got that .295, the .214 batting average, and .5 home runs per 9. So he does a little bit better to those righties. But like I always say, that grain of salt. This one, the data is definitely there to take it. I just have a vibe on this game. I do think that the Angels are going to play dog in this one and go barking on the road to take game 1 of this series. And I like Zach Neto to be a big part of that. So we're taking Zach Neto here over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. And next up, another Angel here in this spot, another plus money play. We're taking Nolan Schanuel over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. We already know that Cease is a good pitcher, so we're not even going to talk about that again. But what we also know is that Schanuel has done this in 7 of his last 10 games. He's averaging 56% head-to-head, 5 games in a row there, clearing us out 2-2-2 and 3, having a nice series to end it against the Mets and the whole series with the White Sox there. And great data against Cease. 9 plate appearances, a decent body of work, 4 hits, 1 home run, 2 RBIs. And against those righties, he's batting a nice .290. And Cease struggles to the lefty. He's got that .315 ERA, a .240 batting average allowed. Do I think there's going to be a ton of runs in this game? Maybe not. But I do think that the top of the order for the Angels is going to go ahead and put a couple good innings and good at-bats together to score some runs. And these two have the best data against the starting pitcher on the mound for the Blue Jays. So you could go Mike Trout here, but I definitely would leave Nolan Schanuel on your slip. And I do like Zach Neto in this spot. So we're going with Nolan Schanuel over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. And next, we got Bobby Witt Jr. over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Bobby baseball to get it done against Detroit, who is just a team that cannot find their way right now. They are really, really struggling. They needed a reset because their last series did not go well at all. We got Framer Valdez that just seems like a complete douche who he throws it at his own catcher. He hits players. He gets tossed. He gets suspended. And then you had obviously Scooball just deciding 30 minutes before game time that he wanted to have elbow surgery. And it's a team in shambles. But I do think that they're going to play a little bit better as they go down the stretch here, but not against Kansas City at home, game 1 here of this series. I like Kansas City in this game. I like Bobby Witt in this game. I think they're going to put up a lot of runs. Now, Montero is 2-2 on the year, 3.48 ERA, a 6 ERA there against Kansas City this season. 0-0, though. He did not get the win or the loss in that game. He did give up 10.5 hits, which is insane value here. Bobby Witt, a good chunk of change there, a good chunk of data. 9 plate appearances, a .375 batting average, 3 hits as well. So a good body of work against him. Right-handed pitchers, he's batting that .261, and right-handed batters get a .226 batting average allowed and a 3.14 ERA. Bobby Witt, though, is not the standard right-hander. He's an absolute machine. We love him in this spot for over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. And we're pairing him up with his big teammate here, Salvador Perez, over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs in this spot. He's only done this in 5 of his last 10. And as you can see, he's 31% head-to-head against Detroit. Now, a lot of those games could have had far better pitchers on the mound than Detroit even has on their roster right now. He is averaging 2.2 over those last 10 games. So still above the average, even with all these red bars there. He's done it 50% head-to-head, and he just had 2 back-to-back games where he didn't really muster too much, not getting a hit in either one of those games. I think he's due for a hit in this spot here against Detroit. And as you can see, one of the best data markers on the entire slate here, a 571 batting average, 4 hits and 8 plate appearances with an RBI. Now, the only cause for concern is his 196 batting average to those righties and only a 206 overall in 2026, which is not great. I do think he's going to start playing a little bit better baseball, and I think Montero is a good spot for him to do so. I mean, a 226 batting average to righties, a 3.14 ERA. That's not too great. Not too bad, but not too great either. I do like the Royals to put up a lot of runs in this one. So we're taking Sal over here, over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. And next, we're going to this Cubs versus Rangers game, and this one should be a doozy. Now, Ian Happ is not in the video just because he pissed me off yesterday. So you could probably go ahead and add him to a slip. I'm not going to give it to you, but typically, if he does bad and burns us and I stay away from him for a couple days, he ends up doing good those games. We go back, we take him, and he just murders our slips once again. So we're going with Michael Busch here, who I do prefer in this matchup anyway against the Rangers, with Rocker on the mound with that 1-3 record overall, 4.71 ERA. Now, Busch only has done this 4 of his last 10, getting a little bit hotter though in his last 5 games, 3 of his last 5. He has that goose egg there against Cincinnati, and then he had a nice rebuttal with 6 in the very next game. And as you can see, he only got 1 in his last game against Cincinnati, just 1 hit, couldn't muster much else. But I do think the Cubs are just riding a little hot right now. They got Rocker on the mound for the Rangers, who is not good at all. Busch against those righties, a 234 batting average, which is not too shabby. He started a little bit slow to start the year, but versus those lefties, 5.17 ERA, 1.1 home runs per 9, a 295 batting average allowed. We're taking Michael Busch all day here to have a nice game and in this spot for the Cubs, and we're taking him for over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. And we're pairing him up with Alex Bregman. Now, as you can see, some bad data as well. 4 of his last 10, 1.3 average, but you can't really read too much into data. Yes, it's a big indicator, but at the same time, if you only use the data, you would never lose a bet because the data would always guide you on who to take. And sometimes you take the guy with the good data and it doesn't pan out. So I do like this one. I got the feel that Bregman's going to have a nice game in this spot. He's got 2-2-2-1 in his last series against the Reds. So a little bit of a down game there against the Reds to end the series, and I like him to have a little bounce back, little pep in his step here for the Rangers game, especially with Rocker on the mound. He's just not a good major league pitcher. And Bregman, 243 batting average against those righties, which is so-so, and against those righties, Rocker, 4.15 ERA, which is red on your screen, but still not good at all. And a 259 batting average allowed with 0.7 home runs per 9. We're taking Alex Bregman in this spot. We think the Cubs are going to have a good game. Give us Alex Bregman over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. And next, now this is not an official play yet. Maybe it will be in premium. It's not the one in the video, but the Atlanta Braves are going over to LA. LA has not been playing like they normally do. I mean, they've had a couple good games here lately, but Atlanta is the underdog in this matchup, even though Chris Sale is on the mound, which I find absolutely disrespectful. So I wouldn't be mad if you took Atlanta on the money line here. And we're taking Matt Olson all day long over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. He's done it in 8 of his last 10. He's going up against Sheehan, who's on the mound for the Dodgers. He's got a 2-1 record, but that's because the Dodgers can score 15 runs a game if they get their bats swinging correctly. So I don't really read too much into his record. He's one of the not so great pitchers on the Dodgers rotation. He's got that 5.23 ERA as well. And as we can see, Olson, I don't think I got to explain him to you. He's an absolute beast. 8 of his last 10, 3.3 average in those last 10 games. And as you can see, there's only 2 zeros and there's not 2 in a row. So we're going to go on ahead and take Matt Olson to have a bounce back spot here against the Dodgers. I like the Braves to put up some runs. I like the fact that he's 0-2 against Sheehan because I do not think that Sheehan can go up against Olsen, say 4 or 5 times and keep him blanked out there in this spot. So we like the fact that he doesn't have a hit against him yet. We love the fact that against righties, he is more successful with a 3.30 batting average. We love the fact that Sheehan struggles to the lefties with an 8 ERA, a 2.88 batting average allowed, 3 home runs per 9. Matt Olson is not on the official 3-man that I'm about to show you, but he will most certainly be on the cheat sheet when I do build that one for you guys. So we're taking Matt Olson over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, and don't be surprised if it happens with one swing of the bat here on Friday night. And the Braves are loaded, and there's tons of options, but we like Michael Harris the second out of everybody else. I mean, you got, like I said, you could take Drake Baldwin, you could take any one of those guys, but Michael Harris is screaming at me to take him, so I'm going to listen. We're taking him for over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, a -105, which is a good straight play if you wanted to take straight bets. So if you're looking for a higher win percentage, that is definitely what you want to do in your betting career, is take straight bets. Now, I like to build 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-man parlays. We hit a little less frequently, but when we hit, they're 57x, 27x, and we do hit those quite often. Even though it's been 4 days since we hit our last one, that's still way in the green when you add up all of the money we've won previously. So we can take a 4-day hiatus from the green column in those big ones and still be absolutely profitable in the long term, which is what we do week in and week out. So as you can see here, Michael Harris is second, 5 of his last 10, 2.2 average in that last 10 games, 2 bad games against Seattle on the 5th and the 6th. Got a night off on the 7th in this one, and now he's going up against Sheehan. He's 0-1 against him. Another guy that doesn't have a hit yet, but we do like him in this spot. We know Sheehan struggles to those lefties. We know that Harris is better against those righties with a 318 batting average. We love the 3 and 5 hitters in this game, which is typically where they bat in the order. Olson's usually the 3. Harris is usually the 5, which does factor into our decision here. We like Michael Harris over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. So we broke them down, and this is how we locked them in. This is a 5.5x payout here over on Prizepicks. With code FFAPE, you bet $5, you get $55 to play with, and they have great promos. Honestly, you should sign up for every single app, even if you don't use my code because you think I'm annoying or whatever the case may be. You're still here watching the video. But even if you don't use my code, diversify, because each app has their strengths, their promos that they run, and all that good stuff. So make sure you're taking advantage. Now, we love Bobby Witt, as we have spoken about. We like Sal Perez. We're pairing them up. We're taking the Royals combination with the Cubs combination to cash us out for a 5.5x payout here on Friday. Next, we have an 8.5x payout with Nolan Schanuel and Zach Neto, and the books are just simply taking the Blue Jays to win because Cease is on the mound, but they're not factoring in how bad the Blue Jays bats have been. And I do think that the Angels score some runs in this matchup. So we like those two paired up together, a little demon action. If you wanted to take 0.5 for both of those, knock down the payout a little bit, but increase your odds of hitting, go on ahead and do so. And then we got Matt Olson, maybe one of my favorite player props on the entire day. I just think the books are wrong that the Dodgers are favorited. I think Atlanta is one of the best teams in the MLB right now. I think Matt Olson's one of the best players in the MLB right now. We got him for over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, pairing him up with Michael Harris for just 1. We only need 0.5 from him to cash us out for that 8.5x payout. And if you want higher payouts and you can still adjust the lines, whatever the case may be, 8.5x on Prizepicks, and this will be about a 9.25 on Sleeper. You get a free $20 entry as well with a $100 deposit match and that free 30 days of premium, plus that free square that you can add, make one of those a 5-man. Take a screenshot of you using my code when you deposit so you can get that free 30 days. Just send it to the number below. And the next 2 plays, we got a total base play for you guys, a nice 3-man we cooked up. It is an 8.75x on Prizepicks, a little bit higher on Sleeper and better. And we have a 3-man that is a 72x payout. And honestly, both of those, very risky. Do we hit them? Sometimes, yes, we do. Is it worth it? Absolutely. But what you should do is make sure that you don't have to really come out of pocket if they don't win. So get over to Better, use code FFAPE, you get $200 in no sweat entries. It's an absolute no no-brainer. And this is the total base play that we're taking. We got Nolan Schanuel. I think he's going to have a great game. I think he's going to get at least one double in this matchup. And then Bobby Witt, not much I can say about that. And then Matt Olson, which the fact that his is a demon play is just insanity, and it increases our payout. So we love those three paired up in this one for a nice, like I said, 8.75x payout over on Prizepicks, a little bit higher on Sleeper and better. And these are our three to hit a home run on Friday for literally no reason at all. You could add Matt Olson to this, swap a guy out, but we like Christian Walker to have a day. We like Taylor Ward to have a day. We saw in yesterday's game on Thursday, the Athletics where literally every other guy was getting a home run. I think Baltimore might do a little bit of that to them on Friday. Taylor Ward's been swinging the bat beautifully, so we love him in this spot. And then Chase DeLauder, call this one a hunch, call it a vibe check. He's got bad numbers against the starting pitcher. He's got bad numbers against the team in general of the Twins. I do think Cleveland wins this game. He has been swinging the bat beautifully, giving me Chase DeLauder for a home run on Friday. So that's our three-man. We'll cook up some more for you guys for free. Maybe I'll drop another three-man, and on top of that, you'll get those cheat sheets, the money line cheat sheets, the home run cheat sheets, the NBA playoff cheat sheets. They'll all be over there on Winnable for absolutely free, just for being a member and joining and growing our community. Now, our next sportsbook play of the day, we're locking in over on Polymarket. You get a free $20. When you deposit $20, you skip the Million Man wait list, and you get a free 30 days of premium. And even if you don't want none of that, the odds are better, so why would you not sign up? And if you do use code FFAPE, send proof to the number below. We're taking the Kansas City Royals to beat up on a Tigers team who does not know their identity right now. I think that the bats for the Royals are going to be a little bit too much. They do have the better starting pitcher on the mound as well, which is absolutely beautiful for us in this spot here, because Bubik's on the mound with a 3-1 record. Now, he has struggled in the past to Detroit with a 9.64. I think he gets his revenge here in this spot against them on Friday when they just simply do not know who they are. So give us the Kansas City Royals on the money line for Friday, and that's all we got. That's a wrap for Friday. Make sure you're here tomorrow. I'll be breaking down more player props and games in the MLB for you guys, and we'll have a little special for that absolutely beautiful UFC card on Saturday night. So thank you guys so much for all your time. I appreciate every single one of you. I appreciate all of the support. Make sure you're smashing that like button so you can win $100. I'll see you in the next.